Hi, I'm Kristen Demnitz from Rutgers University.
I'm Mike Berger from the University of Valley Forge.
Hi guys, my name is Isabel Kazan. I'm a sophomore at Baylor University.
Hey everyone, my name is Julia and I attend the King's University in Los Angeles.
Matthew Robinson with Christian International Ministry Training College.
Some of the things that impacted me were the moments that happened really early on in the trip, when we visited the places that people like Elijah and Peter had been themselves, and standing where they stood, praying where they prayed, thinking where they thought. It occurred to me that if they were where I would stand now, there's a possibility that I could be part of the types of things that they were part of and do the types of things that they do.
One of the most interesting things that I've realized on this trip is that sometimes it's easy to build a theology that works and is comfortable in a certain setting, but when you broaden your horizons, it doesn't work anymore. And for me, I realized that because honestly, I wasn't sure if today's Israel really connected with the Israel of the Bible. What changed my mind about that was one day we visited the Golan Heights, which was an area that we could oversee the border with Syria, and there was a vast difference between the lands. On the side of Israel, you had vegetation, but on the side of Syria, everything was desolate. There was no vegetation, and you could tell that it was a land of destruction. And that is when I thought to myself, okay, well, then there must be something else. God must still have a plan for this land and for this people, because there's obviously a distinct blessing that this nation has that the nations around it does not have.
One experience that's really impacted me this trip was our trip to Sderot, which is a city a mile outside of Gaza. We got to meet with some of the people that live there and really got to hear their testimonies about how they live under current fire and from Gaza, and we got to see some of the drawings of the children that live there, and really their heart that they really want hope and peace for the nation. And as a Baylor student living in Waco, it's kind of hard to sometimes see the hope, but it really was encouraging to see just an example of the heart of Israel is to want peace and to promote that. So I really was encouraged in seeing that.
One of the many moments I've had here in Israel that has had a huge impact on me and has shown me part of the reason why I think God has brought me to Israel is last night when we went to the Western Wall. I just remember walking up to the wall and putting my hand on it and just beginning to pray, and I felt God's presence in such a strong way. And I had this moment where I realized God is so big and He is so beautiful and so majestic and glorious, yet He's so close and so near to me because of Jesus. And being around the Jewish people who are worshiping God was incredible. I really felt God's presence amongst their worship, and I think that God was showing me the closer that I am to His people, His Jewish people, and knowing them and loving them, the closer that I am to Him.
So we were on our way to the Western Wall, and the presence of God was so strong as I began to walk, and a Jewish man was there praying, and I was taking off my camera, and he immediately saw me, and he immediately put his hands on my yarmulke to make sure it didn't fly off. And that blessed me so much because there was just such a unity and peace about that moment. And as I began to pray and really just feel the peace and the unity in the air, God began to just download some things about the reason why I'm here. And it was just so powerful just to be here. And I'm glad that I'm able to share it with each and every one of you. And so, yeah, shalom.